How's it going? Skits and Giggles, YBSA. We have D.L. Hughley in the building.
What's that, man?
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Nice to see you too, man.
Fun weekend.
It was a fun weekend. A little cold. A little colder than I anticipated.
Where you coming from so far? Like from here?
It feel like Alaska, but I was coming from LA.
Okay.
I think we did Chattanooga, then LA, now here. We'll be in Dallas, and then Miami, and then Houston. It's a long run.
Seeing you with Dancing with the Stars earlier in the year, what was that like?
It was horrible. It was a horrible experience.
You had to get some dengue?
Yo, man, I got the lowest scores in the history of the game, but it was fun. I met a lot of good people and challenged myself and did something I was uncomfortable doing. I think, which is always interesting, and it's something you should always try to do, which is put yourself in situations you're uncomfortable in.
Okay. Cool. I heard your act today. What are your marijuana views as far as political?
I think that it should be legal. I think that it is past that. I think it has. I think that people are still dealing with an old set of blueprints. I think that there was an artificial stigma placed on it. I think 30,000 people a year die from prescription medication. Not one person ever died from marijuana intake. But I also think that people are, the more aware people are of any number of things, the more boogeymen die, the more people stop, kind of going on old mythology, and they start just seeing stuff like what Sanjay Gupta said. He was shocked at how much medicinal value it had. So I think that there are going to be some very regressive praise, but I think more and more people are starting to get that it has a value in a place. It's no different than a glass of wine or something like that.
All right, and then You was the first BET Comic View host. Mm-hmm. How did you get that gig, or how did you hear about getting it?
I got that gig because I was doing a fashion show that they were doing at the time. Shirley Ralph was hosting the fashion show, and Tommy Davidson, and the cameras kept going down, and so I had to. Well, I was the warm up, so I had to keep keeping the crowd up. So I did that for 4 hours, and then after that, Bob Johnson said, "Hey man, I'm thinking about this show," and they gave it to me.
Okay. And breaking news, did you quit? Did they let you go?
Well, it was just, what happened was right about the time, we were doing 1 million people a weekend, which CNN doesn't do now. So
CNN money, baby.
Yeah, so, but at the time, I was living in New York, and I was only home in LA with my wife and kids, but maybe 10 hours a week. And so we had made, I was told that we would move to LA and be able to do the show from there. But right after that is when the economy crashed, and so they said we either could do it from there or we couldn't do it, and I just couldn't keep up the schedule, so it was just not feasible. But I enjoyed it and learned a lot, and the show started to gain steam and started to do well, and I had a good time, but it was a little much.
I heard you doing a little bit more radio and a game host.
I have a nationally syndicated radio show that we do. We do a game show. We sold another documentary that'll come out in the film form pretty soon. So we're excited about that. We're just trying to keep in the flow.
And how 2014 looking?
Well, you know what? If I make it, I hope we can make it look pretty good. That's pretty. I don't never presume what somebody else's plans are, but it looks 2014 like it'll be a
like what you got year. Going on? Do you have?
I tape my special. I think it's my 9th special now called Clear. And we tape it in Seattle on January 31st, so I imagine we'll look forward to sometime in the summer. We're going to continue. We started out 38 cities on the radio show, now we're up to 54, so we'll get that up. We'll start filming the documentary along about May. So we got a busy year started.
Reset was amazing.
Thank you, man. Reset. We hope to do a little better with Clear, so we'll see.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, man.
This is Skits and Giggles, YBSA, D.L. Hughley in the building, y'all.